I don't know what's going to go as far as the upstairs. Work the camera up that way.
Hey guys, this is Tattoo Tony.
Yeah.
Welcome to part 2 of Faith Lost. There will be a third part also, so keep your eyes out for that. I'm going to do a little bit of a recap. This church opened in 1908. It was part of the World's Fair growth stimulus in St. Louis.
Got that window there, bro.
By 1915, the permanent church building had been erected, so I believe this sanctuary to have been erected in 1915.
Huh? What's wrong?
Which was followed by a school, a convent, and a rectory. In 1971, it merged its school with several other parishes. And then after 90 years of service, due to the declining Catholic population in the area, this parish that was known as the flagship of the African American Catholic community throughout the 60s and 70s was asked by the Archdiocese to close its doors and merge with another parish. Also, if you happen to know where this is, you will probably have the police called on you if you enter the building.
Is it worth it?
I spoke to a neighbor who told me that
Name
she...
Dix and a little 666 going.
The neighbor informed me that she frequently takes pictures of license plates and calls police on people who enter this building. So I found out she had called the police on...
Oh, I heard something.
on individuals that were in here doing a photo shoot just probably a few days before. Also, I want to throw out there, I want to give a thanks to, give a shout out, a thank you to TALIA Long. She gave me some help with this location. She shoots a lot of Decay photography and
Oh, there might be the church steeple thing up.
photographs of old buildings. She shoots a lot of old decaying buildings, and I'm going to put links to find her in the comments. She does photo shoots and sells artwork, and you can also go and take a look at her work. Several times she's been very instrumental in helping me, so there's some of these videos that wouldn't have been possible without her help, so go take a look at her stuff and thank her. Also want to mention Andrew. His links are up. Focus, Grim, and 30 Grain, and 30 Grain on Instagram. His links are always in the description, so go follow him on Facebook. And he takes phenomenal pictures in the locations that we go to. And also, I definitely couldn't do this without Andrew. So, if you enjoy the videos, thank him. Also want to mention to you guys that there's a contest going on for a free print. This Friday, today is 4/3/2017, so if you're watching this video later, that'll give you an idea. But if you go back to a video entitled 1850s Farmhouse Part 2, it's maybe 5-6 videos prior to this one on my upload list. And if you go and watch that video, there's a staircase or a banister that is in the thumbnail. I go upstairs and I pan across the shelf that has a porcelain doll with a lady on it, or little statuette, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And there's a little gear doohickey that silver metal piece that has a little arm coming off. What you need to do is identify that object and email me at TattooTonyAlton@gmail.com. Email me no earlier than this Friday at midnight, and also pick a number between 1 and 100. The earliest answer with the closest number picked to the number that I have in my head will win a free 8x10 print, a photograph that Andrew took in one of these locations. And I'll go ahead and sign the back. I'll try to have Andrew sign it too. Maybe write a little note on it, but it'll give you something, you know, an interesting Decay photograph that, you know, maybe you'll even frame it and put it up somewhere. Depends on what kind of, you know, what your style is. I've actually got a couple framed for myself that I like, so another thought that I've had is, not sure if anybody'd be interested, but I'd like to make a t-shirt design and you know, offer a shirt, but I've got to come up with the design and figure out how to get it digitized for the t-shirt. The channel's name is TattooTonyAlton, and I would like to use lettering and maybe a design that looks like traditional American tattoo art, and if possible, not sure if it is possible, but I'd maybe like to paint the design myself. For those of you that don't know what traditional American tattoo art is, I guess think Sailor Jerry or Ed Hardy, I suppose. But I used to work in a tattoo shop, and I used to like to paint flash, so thought maybe it'd be possible for me to come up with my own design that fits with the theme of my name, and maybe something to do with the channel. Not sure yet. I'm kind of pondering that. These stained glass panels were beautiful. I especially like the ones depicting biblical scenes. I'm not sure, but they look like they were done by different artists, and that maybe perhaps some of them were from different periods. That was actually a piece of plexiglass. I was told by the individual that lives next door that at some point there were some windows that were busted out that they had attempted to replace with pieces of plexiglass rather than stained glass. This was one of 3 old pianos that I found inside the building. 2 of them were in the previous video. This was a organ console. I believe that's the proper terminology, an organ console. Also, guys, I'm on Twitter and Instagram if you want to follow those. I post little photographs that I take in these buildings and edit. This graffiti all sucks. I'm not saying I like any graffiti, but none of this was interesting or well done. It's possible for me to have a little more appreciation for it when a real artist does it. I mean, I've seen a handful of things that were actually very well done by a decent artist, but most of it's, you know, I'd rather not see it. That's interesting. Somebody has rearranged a few letters on the board. There's Andrew at work. I think he needs a new tripod. His pictures are fantastic though, so like I said, make sure you check those out. And also, give me a hand. TALIA Long has helped me. Maybe TALIA. Damn, I'm an idiot. Maybe I said her name wrong. I don't know. If you hear that, Mrs. Long, just Miss Long, whatever, smack me next time you see me. But anyways, go show her some love too, and go check out her Facebook page, and maybe let her know that I sent you. Special thanks to my supporters. Also, a special thank you. And there's our contact information. Andrew's information is in red. Thanks so much. I appreciate it, guys.